So this is a progress report on poetry and music from me, Fiona O'Cleirigh in Cornwall. The language residency at Espontheda in Barcelona represents my first attempt at writing songs in any language, not only Cornish. To our chosen bird theme, I wrote 3 songs. Palores, a somewhat cynical take on nationalist tropes. Gweneli Hecoges, which means swallows and cuckoos, and is about local attitudes to migration, and Hymna Thenu Le Gallows, Hymn to the Owl of Power. I'm still working with that. It was also my first taste of a recording studio, all great fun, except for getting COVID afterwards on the way home. I grew increasingly interested in the line between poem and song, and I believe that there isn't a single line, and the choice of a language for any particular work is important. Gweneli Hecoges doesn't work conceptually, for instance, I think, because the harmonies, even if they were sung really nicely by someone, obscure the meaning. It needs to be in the language of people who oppose migration within the UK, and that means English. Last March, I got a nice grant from the English Arts Council to develop my creative practice by examining the role of the lyric in Cornish. It included going to a Greek island for a week, playing the lyre, doing work with academics, and exploring the idea of sung poetry, working with other poets, one in particular. The project is called Lyric Cornish. I'm interested in how the sound of the words might drive the shape of a melody, and have experimented with this idea of mirroring words and melody. This is Sappho's Fragment 2 in Cornish. Beneglos teg, benegisma. Sung poetry is ancient. Just as small children dance naturally, their first attempts at song are likely to be word-driven with very simple melodies. Homer's Iliad was a poem that was sung. Bardic music across Europe was poetry that was sung. In Poland now, post-war political cabaret is described as sung poetry. And I want to be able to deliver a poem in Cornish to an audience that might not understand it and augment it with music. I'm very concerned by the internalized misogyny that I've witnessed in freelance arts productions as women struggle for identity and recognition without formal employment structures. I feel strongly that the way to heal this is to offer more support to others, and fighting the patriarchy means supporting all women. So in September, I did a public ritual performance, Blood Lyric, during the hour of the blood moon. It was an enactment of the descent of Inanna, a Sumerian mythic story. I relied heavily on video and props, and also turning myself into a china clay golem with lots of china clay. It was all in Cornish, and people needed to feel the meaning of the story rather than understand the words. So here's a bit of it from the part where Inanna, Queen of Heaven and Earth, is processing life and death in the underworld. You can't see me, this is just the video backdrop. The full project will be viewable soon. Mire gerðis, war the and cove, then pre my thessany, fervisol anotho, ithov arta and pre, ithov arta and pre, corf mam and nor, and vam hag and floch. Oma awolis. Itestav. Itevav. I te fresa. Gweles. Espleges. Gwythes. Mi adrest these. Trest them of it. Mi adrest these. Hem you agan own hinseth. Hem you agan own perfect. You fortho anon.